entering his name into the transfer portal last week, Ole Miss senior guard Jarkel has announced that he's taking his talents to NC State. Joyner is an Oxford native who returned home to play for Coach Kermit Davis and the Rebs after starting his career at Cal State Bakersfield. Last year, he was the Rebels' leading scorer, averaging 13.2 points a game, and he's also considered a strong defender in the backcourt. Former Ole Miss assistant Levi Watkins is now in Raleigh, which might explain how NC State was able to move so quickly with Joyner once he entered the portal. Joyner was ranked the number 9 shooting guard available in the portal, and his talents will be greatly missed here at Ole Miss. Welcome to Oxford, Jada Williams. Coach O has named Williams her assistant coach of the Ole Miss women's basketball team, and with her comes 17 years of experience under her belt. Williams spent her last 9 seasons at Coastal Carolina before making the move to Oxford, and during the 2019-2020 season, she led Coastal to a program record 25 wins. She was also named the Sun Belt Conference's Coach of the Year. Williams spent her time on the court at Cal Poly Pomona from 2002 to 2005, where she assisted the Broncos to a 23-7 record and a spot in the NCAA Division II Tournament Regional Final. Williams' exceptional leadership and experience will make for a great addition to Coach O's program. Morale is low going into double-decker weekend as the baseball blues continue for Ole Miss. The Rebels dropped their midweek matchup against SEMO last night at Swayze. This is the 3rd midweek loss of the season for the Rebels, which is usually unheard of for a Bianco squad. Not only was it a loss, the Rebs were run-ruled, and up until this season, Ole Miss is usually the one handing L's to other programs. This weekend series against our in-state rival is make or break. Ole Miss sits dead last in the SEC baseball rankings under Mississippi State, making this weekend extremely crucial. And the Rebs basically have to win out if they want any hope of reaching the SEC tournament, because at this point, it's not looking like it. The 2 Ole Miss schools start things off tomorrow at 6 p.m. On a more positive note, the women of the Diamond continue to get things done, defeating Louisiana Tech yesterday by a score of 10-0. Ole Miss did all their damage in the 3rd inning, scoring all 10 runs in the frame, and Lexi Brady and Abby Latham had a home run each on the day. There were also a few milestones reached in this game. This was the 13th win of the season for Ole Miss, and they now have reached 30 wins in each of their past 7 campaigns. In addition to that, senior Bree Roper stepped up to the plate in the 1st inning and got the 200th hit of her career. Looking ahead, the Rebels will return to the SEC play this weekend in a series with South Carolina. And the Memphis Grizzlies got back on track last night, defeating the Minnesota Timberwolves to even the best of 7 series at 1 game apiece. The game was close at the end of the 1st quarter, but Memphis outscored Minnesota by 27 points in the remaining 3 quarters, and they cruised to a 124-96 victory. Memphis got sizable contributions off the bench in last night's game, which is a great sign moving forward in the playoffs. They also held Karl Anthony Towns in check a lot better than they did in Game 1. The Grizzlies have plenty of momentum heading into Game 3, which tip off at 9 p.m. on Saturday, so be sure to catch the action. That's all I've got for sports. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at rebel_watch for the latest sports updates.